who work hard to make this event possible. We also have some sponsors to thank. Durham Sports Commission, Columbia Sportswear Company, Regina Forno Pizza, Common Market, The Lodge at Duke Medical Center, Durham Hotel, East Cut Sandwich Bar, Alpaca Peruvian Charcoal Chicken. Today's championship is between Texas A&M and South Carolina State. During today's matchup, excellent sportsmanship is an integral component of intercollegiate competition. The NIRSA Championship Series wholeheartedly embraces that the sportsmanship to prevail. Participants, coaches, spectators, and fans must display respect, fairness, civility, honesty, and responsibility before, during, and after all athletic contests. And now, it's starting lineup for your men's division championship. First up for Texas A&M, number 30, Luke Cheatham. Number 24, Gage Molinari. Number 44, Nick Boyd. Number 4, Nick Hans. And number 33, Ron Sealy. Texas A&M is coached by David Gonzalez. And now, the South Carolina State starting lineup. Number 7, Rel Burgess. Number 12, Amari Thompson. Number 30, Tay Lawrence. Number 6, Chris Thompson. And number 24, Dwight McDaniels. South Carolina State is coached by Anthony Smith and Sean Taylor. Officials for today's matchup are Madeline Hickey, Ashley Cherushian, and Nick Thorpe. Best of luck to both teams today.
This is going to be a good matchup. All right, and welcome back to the 2024 Duke Regional Basketball Tournament here in beautiful Durham, North Carolina. We have a fantastic matchup in our men's championship matchup, Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina State Bulldogs. It should be a fantastic one. Both these teams have put a tear through the tournament up to this point. We've got two top dogs. Colby, what are you excited for in this matchup?
I'm kind of excited for both of these teams to have some competition, respectfully.
Yes. we have seen some blowouts for both of these squads.
They've breezed through, so it's going to be an exciting game.
Well, here we go from Durham, North Carolina, as the Aggies get the tip, and immediately a bucket for Nick Krantz of Texas A&M. He has been sensational throughout this tournament. I'm excited to see what he has to offer today. Ball hits a foot, flies out of bounds, possession, Texas A&M. A&M out to a quick lead off of the jump ball. Now we get to see them set up their offense. Krantz dribbles the ball up the court. Backdoor pass, kicks it back up top, save, and we have a whistle. Backcourt violation on the Aggies. South Carolina State will gain possession. Let's see what they can do on offense. This Bulldog team, tall, fast, athletic. They can do no wrong up to this point. They're running into a Texas A&M team that has seen little to no resistance throughout this tournament. Deep three from South Carolina State. Latavian Lawrence from downtown to give the Bulldogs a lead. Krantz has the ball at the top of the key for the Aggies. Bounce pass. Top of the key, kick it over to the right. Three. Triple is good. Luke Cheatham of Texas A&M with the triple. A&M jumps out to a 5-3 lead early in our championship matchup. Drive down the right side, great dish and a finish. The Bulldogs, Morel Burgess with the bucket on a great assist. Deep three for A&M, off the back iron, and out of bounds. Possession will stay with Texas A&M. Hard-fought rebound by Rob Sierra. Krantz, point guard, will inbound the ball for the Aggies. Coming in out to Sierra from three, off the back iron. And we have a hard tumble down to the ground for Lawrence. Seems to be all right, and we have a foul on the floor. It's like it's on A&M number 44, Nicholas Barrio. He is a key piece of this Aggie team, Colby. He cannot end up in foul trouble.
No, I think he's got to be really careful. There's a lot of players on South Carolina State that are going to be threats to him, might potentially get him into foul trouble.
100%. One early one there for Barrio. He needs to make sure that he stays out of foul trouble to stay alive for this A&M team. After the turnover, Krantz gets the ball at the top of the key, in trouble, gets it over, dishes to the corner, back up to Krantz, setting up the offense. Comes Barrio down in the high post, great spin move, dishes to Sierra in the left corner. Krantz on the cut, underneath, and a bucket. Count it, 2 points. Nick Krantz of Texas A&M. Bulldogs come racing down. Don't blink or you're gonna miss them. This team is electric. Fast, fast, fast is how I describe the Bulldogs. I was fortunate enough to watch one of their games earlier this weekend, a blur. Got to keep up with these guys. A&M has some new players out on the court. Number 30, Luke Cheatham. Barrio with an up and under. Great move, better finish. 2 points, Aggies, as they take a 7-5 lead midway through the first quarter here in Durham. Bulldogs point guard leads the offense, and we have a foul on the floor. That is Barrio's second. Just like you said, Colby, he cannot get into foul trouble.
I've got a feeling that coach is already subbing him out.
Got to be careful with that one. Can't have your big man go out that early in a ball game. Could cost him.
He's probably not going to be seeing the court anytime soon.
Off the mark for Lawrence, a little long off the iron. A&M comes flying up the court. Krantz with the spin and batted ball, and a foul call. Lawrence will pick up a foul there, and A&M will retain possession. How do you think this A&M team can match up to this fast South Carolina State team?
I think it's going to be really tough for them, but I think utilizing their own strengths are going to be their best possible source of getting through this game.
Awesome. Very good, very good. A&M with a fast break opportunity and a foul. Does the basket count? No, no, no. They wave off the basket. No and one opportunity, but there is a foul on the floor. 2 shots. Excuse me, the A&M Aggies are going to inbound the ball. Siri has it up at the top. Nice dish down low. Now's the foul. A&M's Jacob Castro with a great screen and cut and a wonderful finish. Opportunity for a 3-point play here for the Aggies late into the first quarter.
All right, we talked about free throws a lot in the last 2 games and how important they are. So let's see if number 10 can get these in.
It'll be a key for the Aggies to capitalize at the free throw line here today. And he sure does. Castro book it for a 3-point play for the Aggies. They take a 7-point lead with 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter of action in Durham, North Carolina. Deep 3 off the back iron, rebound, Cheatham for the Aggies. Dish it over to Castro, who's driving, right hand lay on the left side. 2 points, Aggies. Bulldogs have the ball and a hard foul going to be called on the floor here.
Is first, the team's third.
And the Aggies will have some substitutes coming into the ball game.
Number 2, Mitra Naka. And number 13, Chris Giddy.
The Bulldogs are looking desperately for a basket on this possession. Drive to the basket, just long on the layup. Rebound by Rob Sierri of Texas A&M. Has the ball up at the top of the key, dishes it over to Castro on the right side. A&M setting up this offense. Chris Niji down to Sierri. Rebound. Krantz with the rebound and goes up. Rolls just off. Back to Krantz. Pump fake, pass, and a steal for the Bulldogs. Can they capitalize? And a foul.
I think our officials are really going to try to keep this game under control.
This is a championship level crew for a championship level matchup. These officials have done a wonderful job this weekend. This event has been a phenomenal resource for them to learn and continue to develop their skills. These 3 should be given a shout out to their respective schools. We're very appreciative for having them on today's game. Back to the action. Lawrence up with a jumper from the left side. Good for the Bulldogs. Finally getting on the board here. They needed that one, Colby.
Yeah, we're looking a little to a slow start for this South Carolina team.
It'll be interesting to see how they get themselves out of a rut here. Down 7 late in the first quarter. Rebound to Lawrence after a Castro missed triple. Charles Brayboy up, brings the ball up the floor. Down low, post move, up and under, and the foul, and 1. Count the bucket.
Basket good by Rel Burgess.
Morel Burgess.
Rob Siri is first, the team's 5th.
I think where South Carolina will see a lot of success today is working the ball down low in the blocks. A&M's got big, strong defenders, but if they get in foul trouble, there's not a lot of depth behind them.
Yep, like we had mentioned earlier, it's already tough having one big out. We got to make sure that we don't get both of them.
100%. If Sierra gets into foul trouble, along with Nick Barrio, A&M could have a problem on their hands. 3-point play cashed in by Burgess of South Carolina State. The Aggies' lead has been cut to 4 as we reach the end of the first quarter. And we have a walk on the floor by A&M's Mitra Naka. 12 seconds left remaining in this first quarter. South Carolina State is going to set up for the last shot of the quarter. 3 off the back iron, tipped out. No harm, no foul. 4-point game going into the second quarter. Colby, we have 1 quarter in play, 3 to go. What are your takeaways so far from what we've got?
I am actually very surprised. I feel like we expected this game to come out being like super fast, which It has in some aspects, but I think for the most part, Texas A&M has been able to kind of utilize their, I want to say like their pace of play to their advantage, and it hasn't been as fast as I was expecting it to be.
100%. With a team like South Carolina State being able to move up and down the court in a blink of an eye, it has been very interesting to see the gameplay of these two teams really take a slowing down. So it'll be interesting to see in the second quarter if that continues. You never know. You blink once, score could light up. Intriguing matchup to come. A&M has a 4-point lead heading into the second quarter.
Our foul count will this quarter.
Colby, for those at home that are maybe tuning in, watching their team or joining us, can you explain to them our foul count? You know, it's a little bit different than traditional NBA or college rules.
Yeah, so NIRSA will be changing things up. So we'll be following in with a lot of the high schools around the nation. I'll let you take this foul.
Looks like we have a foul on the floor. Speaking of fouls, looks like they're going to get it on A&M's 33, Rob Cieri. That could be critical.
Anyways.
Colby, like you were saying, yes. Triple good for Lawrence and the Bulldogs.
Each team will be given 5 team fouls per quarter. Once we get to that 5, that is when the opposing team will go into the double bonus. So we will not be shooting any more one-on-ones.
So no 1-and-1s, 2 shots if you reach the bonus, and they reset it each quarter. So if you're watching and a little confused, hopefully that clarifies it for you guys. We had an A&M bucket during our explanation. Ooh, and Naka with a nice Euro step finish at the rim. 2 points for Texas A&M. 5-point lead with about 8:44 left in the second quarter here. The Bulldogs desperate need of a bucket in this possession. Got to keep that lead at a manageable distance. Tydrick Bayberry with the ball at the jumper, just short off the iron. Rebound to Cieri. Naka coming down with the ball in hand, hits it over to Cieri, cuts across, and a bucket for the Ags. That ball movement from that Texas A&M squad has been phenomenal today. It has been phenomenal during the tournament, and it's a main reason why they're in this position right now. Drive down the baseline, no good steal for the Aggies. Oh, now we have a trap in the corner.
Foul.
And a foul on the floor. Let's see who it's on. Like that's going on Merrill Burgess of the Bulldogs.
Into the game for Texas A&M, number 20, Ryan Krantz.
Ryan Krantz, brother of Nicholas Krantz. We have the brother tandem in here. Castro down at the free throw area, out to the left side with Cieri. And we have a walk, a travel, if you may, on Naka for Texas A&M. The Bulldogs will regain possession. Substitute coming in the game for Texas A&M. Kyle Connolly making his first appearance in today's championship match.
Interesting to see how Texas A&M will be able to function without their 2 bigs in.
Very interesting. More of a smaller lineup on the court for Texas A&M. Let's see if Lawrence can make use of his size. Oh, just rattles in and rattles out. Tempers flaring here in this championship match. Up to this point, we've seen some pretty clean play, but these two teams have been known to say a few words out of character, so we will keep an eye on that. These officials do a great job of breaking up the situation as South Carolina State inbounds the ball. Left side jumper, bang, count it. 2 points for the Bulldogs as they cut the lead. Aggies lead by 7. Ryan Krantz brings the ball up, just similar to his brother earlier in the game. Connolly with an up and under, count it, 2 for the Aggies. The Aggies take a 7-point lead. Bulldogs with the ball. Top of the key, pick and roll action. Can he finish? No, but we have a foul. Shooting 2 free throws. These Aggies might be getting into some foul trouble here. It'll be interesting to see where this takes us. Connolly will be getting his first foul of the game. Colby, what's the report on the team fouls for Texas A&M this quarter?
Looks like we have 2 for the quarter.
2
Not
for
too
the
bad.
quarter.
We got 1 for South Carolina State at the moment.
30, Cheatham, and number 24, Gage Molinari.
Foul counts of 2-1 in favor of the Ags. Checking into the game for the Aggies, Gage Molinari, number 24. Rebound to Cheatham. Aggies will take the ball up the court. Ryan Krantz with the ball, directing his teammates to the top of the key, over to the right side, dribbles across court to Castro. Molinari in the corner, over to Connolly, over to Krantz. Ball movement is superior. Castro with the jumper. Bang, 2 points, Aggies. As they stretch the lead to 9. South Carolina State here directing the offense, and a steal. And a finish. Gage Molinari with his coast-to-coast steal and bucket. South Carolina State gets the ball down to the low post. Head fake, up, under. Great defense initially. We have a call on the floor.
Foul number 24, Gage Molinari, his second.
Gonna be
Gage
his second.
Molinari with his second foul.
Got 3 players with 2 fouls each.
A&M in foul trouble early. Let's see if this will bite them in this quarter. South Carolina State to inbound underneath the basket. Gives it into Lawrence on the baseline. Double teamed quickly, out with a drive back into the paint, up, under, just out. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out. And a good wraparound steal poked out. Jumper to the corner, bang. Bulldogs get a much needed basket to stop the bleeding and cut it into this Aggie lead. These Bulldogs, athletic as all can be, need to stay more disciplined on offense and move the rock a little bit more. Aggies kick it to the corner, 3, no good. Tough rebound. Thompson with the ball at the top. Kicks out, drive, tough basket. Bulldogs get 2 more on the board. Down by 6. Ryan Krantz with the ball at the top of the floor. And a steal for the Bulldogs. They come down the court, up 2 more, and they cut it to 4. Just like that, Colby. In a blink of an eye, these Bulldogs come rushing back.
I think this is one of those moments where we now see South Carolina utilizing their speed in the game.
100%. This Aggie team that is in foul trouble early is now falling susceptible to this fast-paced South Carolina State offense. Thompson at the top, dishes it out. Burgess, drive down the left, good defense, but even better offense. Sometimes it just be like that. And a fast, nobody's paying attention. Oh, and a hard no call. Coming back down the court, Thompson with the ball, kicks out to the corner. Bulldogs have an opportunity to get a bucket, no good. Aggies rebound, no blood. Great spin move. Molinari dishes it out to the corner. Bang, a triple for Luke Cheatham. We have a little bit of turmoil on the South Carolina State bench. Looks like they got it all sorted out.
Siri.
I'm not sure if we have an injury over here or just.
Seemed to be a little stoppage in play over here. We are back. Lawrence did seem a little slow to get up. We will check back in on him. Hopefully he is okay. South Carolina State with the ball, top of the key. Thompson going to work. Great spin move. Can he finish? Wonderful block.
Keeping it safe.
Rob Sierra with a monster block. Approaching 30 seconds left in the first half. Texas A&M leads by 5. South Carolina State to inbound the ball. Top right side of the key. Set up the offense. Going to work. Who's going to get this last shot of the half? We have a jumper. No good. Sierra with the rebound. Luke Cheatham bringing the ball up the court. Stolen just like that. The fast-paced Bulldog team. 7 seconds left. Cheatham. And we have a hard foul. Kyle Connolly goes to the rack and gets punished for it. Can he capitalize at the free throw line? 3.6 left on the clock in our first half. Connolly will shoot 2.
Number 6, Chris Thompson, is third, team second.
Free throws are so important. As Connolly books his first of 2, difference might be in this game. Free throws, free throws, free throws. They're easy to look at. They're a lot harder said than done. We will see how the Aggies do at the line today. Connolly goes 2 for 2 in that possession. Bulldogs have a few seconds left before our half. Shot goes up and short. We have a Texas A&M lead of 31-26 heading into halftime. These two teams have hard fought throughout the tournament, and it continues to show in this game. Bulldogs fast, quick, to the point. In the blink of an eye, can change. Aggies more disciplined, pass the ball, ball movement. 2 different play styles, 2 different teams. Exciting to see. All right, folks, we welcome you to halftime here at the 2024 Duke Regional Basketball Tournament. Joining us, we have a guest appearance. Come on down. We're going to scoot down here.
How are we doing, folks?
Doing good, doing good.
Good.
First off, introduce yourself. Tell us who we are with here today.
Hi, it's Anna Sotelo. I am a graduate assistant at Virginia Tech, and I am on the officials committee.
Awesome. What has been your favorite part of this weekend so far?
My favorite part is the high energy, high intensity, and competitiveness of the games and the officials.
All right, all right. Officials-wise, you said you're on the officials committee. What, for the people at home that maybe do not know, what does that entail? What does that look like at a regional tournament like this?
What it looks like for me is I'm talking in my phone using voice to text, doing evaluations for each of these officials, and I'm running around like a mad woman, waving my arms and pointing fingers.
All right. So for the youth of America, those who might be interested in getting to officiating, what would that look like? What advice would you give to somebody who's interested in becoming an official, and how would you get them to start?
That's a fantastic question. I think starting off, continuing your AAU, even though those tournaments may be long tournaments, I think that we should still keep doing those. And if you have even an inkling of wanting to officiate, just try it out. Do youth basketball or something like that where you can get started at a young age so you'd feel comfortable doing it and you already have a lot of experience under your belt by the time you're someone who's my age, about 24.
All right. Thank you very much. Colby, did you have any questions for our guest?
What is your favorite part about officiating?
My favorite part about officiating definitely does have to be working with the players. I also want to be a coach one day, so I understand what it's like to cultivate a team and to push people to their full potential, and I very much enjoy it, and I like that question.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time not only to join us on set here at the halftime show, but to put your effort into these officials. It really shows. We have a great crew out here today and phenomenal officials this whole entire weekend. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Go Virginia Tech.
Alrighty then, folks. We are back in action here at the halftime show of our men's championship. Colby, what are your takeaways from that first half? What do these teams have to do to get the win here moving forward?
Yeah, I really like how the first quarter, I'll give it the quarter, Texas A&M came in. It was really their game, their pace, their speed, how they wanted to control the game. We had our two bigs get in foul trouble. They came out, and kind of things started to change. That's when we noticed South Carolina State kind of take over. They started controlling the game the way that they typically control it. It's fast, scrappy, all over the place. So I'm really curious to see which team's going to come out in this next quarter and dominate the quarter based on how they typically like to play.
100%. It will be exciting stuff to watch. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are. Once again, we are at the 2024 Duke Regional Basketball Tournament in beautiful Durham, North Carolina. We are about 1 minute away from the second half here in the men's championship between Texas A&M and South Carolina State. The Aggies, the Bulldogs, great basketball. There's no place I would rather be than right here with you, Colby, enjoying some great basketball.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Excited to watch more. We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. As the teams continue to warm up here. A&M clapping, getting ready, as you can hear them in the background, ready to go back into battle for this second half. We are 2 quarters away from crowning our final champion here at the tournament. Been a fantastic day of basketball.
Yep.
Unified, UNC Chapel Hill gets a victory in dominant fashion. Women's championship, South Carolina, the underdog story of the tournament, gets it done over the top-seeded Wisconsin in emphatic fashion. And now we are 2 quarters away from a Texas A&M or South Carolina State victory. Who knows what will happen? I'm excited for it. I know you are too. We are seconds away from the second half here in Durham.
Before we get started, I'll just go over what I have for the points. For Texas A&M, we have Nicholas Kronz. I have 6 points. Nicholas Barrio, 2. Castro with 7. Cheatham with 6. Connolly with 4. Molinari with 2. And Naka with 2. Moving over to South Carolina, we have Burgess, number 7 with 11 points. McDaniels, number 24 with 4 points. Lawrence, our big on South Carolina State with 8 points. And lastly, number 6, Thompson, our point guard with 5 points.
All right. Spreading the wealth on the South Carolina side and A&M as well as we get going here in the second half. A&M starting possession. Krantz dribbling up the ball, gives it to Sierra. Back to Krantz at the top. On the right side, a little bit of a trap out to Sierra, who hits a 3 from long, hits the top iron. Change of possession. South Carolina State ball. Lawrence for South Carolina State needs to be a difference maker in this, especially with these bigs in foul trouble for A&M. He's got to come through in the clutch for his team. He is asking for the ball on the right side, gets the ball on the right side. What will he do with it? Comes over to the middle, passes it off to the left, tip, out of bounds, A&M, South Carolina State ball. Inbounds off to the left side. Burgess has the ball at the top, wants something, cooks, and gets a bucket. Burgess with a tough finish. Oh, and a crossover from Cross. And one opportunity for Nicholas Barrio of Texas A&M. Little awkward jump step right there, but ultimately finishes with the bucket. Tough, hard-earned 2 points. Gets a chance at the line for the 3-point play.
As announced, fouls on Bradley Washington, number 8 from South Carolina State. Team's first of the quarter.
And Barrio buries it from the free throw line for the 3-point opportunity as A&M increases their lead to 6. 34-28 Aggies. And a steal. No steal.
Almost steal.
Almost steal. I got a little too big for my britches right there. I was ready for a fast break dunk or something like that. Officials getting them squared away, backing them off the sideline, letting them inbound. South Carolina State has possession now, coming back to their side of the floor. Dribbling up in the top right side of the key, getting all the way down into free throw area. Lawrence, step back three, bang, from downtown. Latavian Lawrence. This guy is a machine.
I think what sets him apart too is the fact that he can shoot from outside.
Be that big, that fast, that strong, and have a shot. That's tough to beat right there. Another 2 points for the Aggies right there. South Carolina State trying to cut into this lead. Burgess with a shot from the right side baseline goes home. 2 more for the Bulldogs, cutting this lead to 3. You're gonna have a tight one here, Colby. I can feel it. Kronks up and around, give back, and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. What a great give and go right there by the A&M offense. You can tell these guys have played a lot of basketball together. They understand each other. It's very awesome to watch.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's like they know where each other are.
It is pretty impressive. Bang, Kronks hits a clutch free throw to extend the lead to 4. Kronks at the line for his second of 2 shots. And hits it. A&M extends the lead to 5. 5.5 to go in our third quarter of action. Burgess gets the ball on the left side, trying to set up his offense.
Looks like we got a 5 seconds.
5 seconds closely guarded. Not a call you see typically.
Not often, no.
Not very often, but well worth it. A&M gains possession again. Up by 5. Can they make it more? Kronks with a great little sneak by. And we have a foul on the floor.
South Carolina's number 7, Burgess. His third foul.
That's 3 for Burgess. Could be trouble for South Carolina State. And they got him again, and just like that, Burgess goes from 2 to now 4, potentially in jeopardy of fouling out of this game. 2 straight block calls. And Sierra will go to the line.
And this is great for the Aggies.
A big break for the Aggies as Burgess is one of South Carolina State's top scorers, now in foul trouble with 4. Still with 14 minutes left in the second half. And Sierra books the free throw, and the Aggies extend the lead to 8. South Carolina State bringing the ball up the court. Amari Thompson handling the ball for the Bulldogs. Little give and go action and a foul on the floor. We have a foul on Texas A&M's Chris Niji.
His second, team's first. And the game, Texas A&M number 24, Gates Molinari.
Gage Molinari back into the game for the Aggies. Bulldogs inbound on the right side, setting up a baseline drive and a steal for Sierra. And another steal.
These Bulldogs, they come out of nowhere.
So fast. I swear, I look from one side of the court to the other and everybody is down there. It is incredible to watch.
Underneath the South Carolina State, number 6, Chris Thompson.
As Thompson reports back in the game for the Bulldogs. The Aggies inbound, nobody paying attention. Luckily, Sierri's there to gather the inbound pass as Krantz goes up and under for a reverse layup. Put 2 more on the board. Aggies increased a double-digit lead, up by 10 with 2.5 to go in our third quarter. Bulldogs over to the corner. Jakari Webb with the ball. Driving, kicks it back out. And a foul on the floor. White 33, Rob Sierri. Colby, how many is that for Sierri?
It's like 3.
3. Sierri's in foul trouble again.
Team second.
It's going to be interesting to see how Texas A&M plays with Rob Sierri in foul trouble, getting his 3rd personal foul.
The good news is we have less than 2 minutes left in this quarter.
Very true,
If we
very
could just
true.
hang on.
And we have a mass exodus for the Aggies. A new lineup is now taking the floor in the game. Number 34, Kyle Connolly. Number 20, Ryan Krantz. And number 2, Mitra Naka, all coming into the game. And miss at the line for the Bulldogs. But then offensive board, Thompson for 3, no good. Krantz with the rebound. Pushing it up the floor, ball tipped up in the air. Krantz regathers it. Out to Barrio, out to Naka, back to Barrio, and a charge. Most fun play in basketball, block charge.
Block charge. Most controversial as
Most
well.
controversial. Anyone out there who's ever officiated, you know what we're talking about. How difficult a block charge can be. So bang bang, so fast. It's hard to get them, but when you do, it is so satisfying. Bulldogs bring the ball up the floor. Over to the left side, Thompson with the ball on the baseline. Guarded by Naka closely. Great defense by Mitra Naka on the baseline. Drive down the right side, kick out for the Bulldogs. Lawrence from deep 3. Tries to sell the foul, doesn't get it. Thompson in the corner. Tough drive, no dice for the Bulldogs as Krantz gets the rebound out to Castro. Now to Molinari from 3, off the back rim. Grabs his own rebound, but no shot at the end of the third. As A&M goes into the fourth quarter up by 9 points. It's going to be a real daunting task for the South Carolina State Bulldogs to come back from this deficit. But they've done it before. We saw A&M get out to an 8-point lead earlier in the game and erased it within minutes.
As a coach, what would you be telling your South Carolina team right now?
If I'm South Carolina State coach right now, I'm looking at my guys and I'm saying, hey, we know ball. We gotta show that on the court by using our speed, getting up and down, getting rebounds and outlet passes immediately, using that to our advantage. While A&M is a very disciplined team, they can be found weak when speed is an option. I would use our speed, run up and down the court, get them into foul trouble, and hopefully have a chance at the line to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I think those are all great points.
We are going to start the fourth quarter here with the Bulldogs inbounding. Bring it up to their side of the court. Thompson, the signal caller, calling his plays. Bulldogs over to the right side. Number 1, Braylon Davis with the ball. Kicks it out. Deep 3. No good. Rebound. Molinari. Castro in the middle. Down low to Connolly. Reverse layup. And the Aggies get another 2 points, extending the lead to 11.
Good.
And just like that, that Aggie team knows how to move the ball. Break the press. Get a ball down low. Score. It's what they've done all tournament and what they continue to show today. Bulldogs have Lawrence on the baseline. Rises for a 2. Gets the foul. He'll be going to the line for 2. Doesn't get the bucket. Has a chance to make up for it.
Number 34, Kyle Connolly is second, team's first.
Kyle Connolly is second. foul of the game.
It is 2 for Connolly. Lawrence at the line, shooting 1 of 2. And good. Cuts the lead back to 10.
Got McDaniels subbing in.
Lawrence at the line for a second. And good. Cuts the lead to single digits. Aggies have the ball. Krantz. Over to Molinari. Molinari back with the ball on a drive. And no good. Lawrence with the rebound.
Robbed.
Out to the corner for the Bulldogs. Drive down. He's got a cutter. Misses him through the traffic. Kicks it back out to Thompson at the top. Gives him a little jab step. Dribbles back out into 3. Misses off the block. And Naka gets a fast break, wide open layup. South Carolina State bringing the ball up the floor. Off the screen, trying to utilize it. We have a foul on the floor.
That'll
be his third.
Kyle Connolly with the 3rd foul. A lot of Aggies in foul trouble here today. Bulldogs inbound the ball on the left side. Amari Thompson with the ball. Dishes it over to the right side. 3. The Bulldogs will inbound from the baseline. Underneath the basket. Kick it out to Amari Thompson, who stumbles, regains his control. Lawrence has the ball top of the key. You know he wants it. And no 3 for Lawrence. Close on the triple.
We got a foul.
And a foul on Bradley Washington of South Carolina State.
Looks like it'll be his second.
Colby, if you're Texas A&M, how do you hold on to this lead? How do you get out of here with the win?
I can't stress this enough, but keeping your pace. We can see that South Carolina does not do as well with their type of. It's still quick, but slow down.
Yes.
See the court.
Take your time.
Take
pass
your
the ball
time.
around. With the Aggies with the turnover here. But to your point, Colby, if A&M can play their brand of basketball, I think they're going to be set, especially with the lead like this. They can sit on it, use their ball movement.
Find an opening, find what works best for them.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. South Carolina State with a miss. And ball is tipped out of bounds by Amari Thompson. It'll go back to the Aggies as they sub in. Here comes Rob Sierri and Nick Barrio, the 2 Texas A&M bigs back in the game.
I think if they can keep their fouls at 3, I think having them in here will also just help Texas with what they typically do, how they normally work.
Their offense operates around these 2 big guys. If they can stay out of foul trouble, should be pretty to watch. Krantz with the drive down the left side and a left-handed leg, good for 2 Aggies. Adding to that lead, South Carolina State in desperate need of a bucket right now. It feels like nothing can fall for the Bulldogs. Lawrence on the right side with a great spin up. No good.
Good defense.
Rebound by Barrio. Kicks out to Krantz. Bucket, excuse me, Molinari with the bucket. And we have a timeout from South Carolina State. I don't know about you, Colby, but it looks like A&M might be pulling away with this one.
It looks like that. Looks like we have a score right now, 51-36.
This A&M team all weekend has just been dominant. Behind those 2 bigs and the play of Krantz up top and Molinari on the side and the wings, It's been pretty impressive to watch. They traveled a long distance up here to North Carolina. They are 4.5 minutes away from going back to College Station with a victory. For South Carolina State, it's coming to the end of the road. They've had a long tournament. They've done a great job of being the explosive energy team, but it's looking like their story might be coming to an unsatisfactory end. I've seen crazier things, but 4.5 minutes left for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they can do on this next possession.
Yeah, they're really gonna have to change the tune of the game.
100%. Here we go for the Bulldogs. Time is no longer their friend. Gotta score quick. As Lawrence gets a bucket just like that.
Great way to come off that timeout.
100%. Coach got him right, got him going with a bucket. Ball goes out of bounds, gonna stay with Texas A&M. A&M up by 13 with less than 4 to play now. Molinari from 3, no good. Lawrence with the rebound. Kick out. Fast break 3, good for the Bulldogs. And just like that, we're back to 10. Don't look away now, folks. We might have ourselves a ball game. Castro with the ball, out to Sierra. Down in the low post, ball gets squirted out. Stays with Texas A&M. Aggies on the offensive. Get the ball into Molinari. Down on the baseline, spin move, and ball gets out again. It's going to stay once again with the Aggies. This South Carolina State defense is playing out of their mind for the last 3 possessions. Let's see if it'll translate into some offense. Barrio with the ball at the top of the key, working down low. Cross, spin, and no good. Rebound to Thompson of the Bulldogs, pushing it up the court. Thompson setting up his offense. One-on-one with Sierra. Gets a shot down low. Ball kicked out. And we have a foul on the floor. White, 33. That's going to be Rob Sierra's 4th foul.
This is where, as a coach, you make the decision to most likely just keep him in. And this is a prime example as he takes a steal.
Sierra gets the ball immediately. Ball's jumping around, and it looks like Krantz is going to grab it and put 2 away for the Ags. Bulldogs come flying down the court with a lay, no good. Rebound to Sierra.
Another thing I noticed is there's a lot of communication going on with this Texas team. They're constantly talking.
Very good communication from the Aggies. And one opportunity for the Ags as Nick Barrio with a tough 2 points and has a chance to go to the line for a 3rd point, putting the Aggies, it's starting to get out of hand here a little bit towards the end of the game.
As a reminder, the clock does stop under 2 minutes in the 4th quarter. Clock has stopped.
And Barrio is no good on the free throw attempt. Aggies are up by 14 with 90 seconds left. Lawrence goes up. Tough 2 points. Has a chance to go to the line to make it a 3rd. Nick Barrio with his 4th foul. Both bigs for the Aggies are in foul trouble. If they can hang on for 90 seconds, it'll all be for nothing.
Again, how crucial these free throws are.
Very true. Lawrence at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Basket's good.
Basket is good. Aggies inbound. Krantz gets caught in a jam, but the ball runs out of bounds, stays with the Aggies. Minute 19 left. Aggies up by 11. Krantz with the ball, the point guard, leading his team with a great spin move to get free. Out to Sierra. Ball squirts loose, steal for the Bulldogs. Lawrence has the ball. Triple up, triple no good. Back to Texas A&M. Kyle Connolly checking into the game here for the Aggies, as Sierra will come take a seat on the bench and watch on his teammates. They hopefully can finish out these last 56 seconds. Krantz brings it up the court. Mario out to Connolly on the wing. Castro over to Krantz. Back to Connolly. Aggies playing keep away, and a steal from the Bulldogs. They seem to be wanting 3 and not 2. And he steps out of bounds. Oh no, giving the Aggies the ball back.
.33 seconds left on the clock. 55 to 44.
Colby, looks like we have a technical foul on the South Carolina State coach.
Number 7, Ralph Burgess.
Interesting. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Gage Molinari at the line to shoot the technical free throws. And he gets both of them for the Aggies. The Aggies are 33 seconds away from a championship here in Durham. Makes that long journey home so much sweeter. In the backcourt, Krantz has the ball, bringing it up. Steal for the Bulldogs. And he smokes the layup. No good for the Bulldogs. Molinari brings the ball up. Down to Krantz. 16 seconds. The Aggies can feel it coming. Foul for the Bulldogs.
Foul number 30, Tate Lawrence, his second, team's third.
Colby, what has impressed you about this Texas A&M squad this weekend?
Oh man, a lot of things. I think, that's a hard question.
They've been phenomenal all
They
week.
have just been, I think one of the things that I've noticed is like, when you are a really good team, it's really easy to get overly confident, be a little cocky. But I think that they've held that line of like knowing that they're good, but not coming into these games feeling overconfident or that they're just gonna like come in and shred everybody. So I think they have a good balance of like knowing their worth as a team, but knowing that they need to come in and put in the hard work in order to get the things that they need to
100%. A&M has that swagger. They've had it all weekend. And they are 12.9 seconds away from winning the regional basketball championship here at Duke University. We are now just a mere 3, 2, and 1 away. Congratulations to Texas A&M Aggies from College Station, Texas, on winning the 2024 Duke Regional Basketball Tournament. Colby, the reason I'm so fired up is because I myself am a Texas A&M alum. Shout out to all the Aggies everywhere. Howdy and gig 'em. It's been phenomenal. I've had a great time working with you, Colby. Appreciate you doing this. It's been a great experience for everybody. Congratulations to all of our champions. Any closing remarks?
We'll see you again next year.
We'll see you again next year. Bye, everybody.
Our friends watching it, y'all's commentary was amazing.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Gig 'em Aggies!
42, Jacob Piper Estrada. Next up, from South Carolina State, number 6, Chris Thompson. Also from South Carolina State University, number 24, Swipe McDaniels. From Texas A&M, number 33, Rob Seary. And your tournament MVP coming to us from Texas A&M, number 4,